Right, hiya lads and lasses, welcome to Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave, but it isn't really darts coaching today. What it is as I promised over the weekend, and as with everything with my life, things just get in the way. So I did promise that I would do like a bit more of an in-depth look at the BVD Oche that Brian made for me. I've been using it now for a few days. It has actually been fitted. I'll show you now. We've got the cables out of the way and that, and we've actually got it flush up. So I've measured it about 6 times to make sure that it's right, and where it is absolutely bang on. Right, so I'll show you what I mean about the cables to start off with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera off the tripod so it won't be steady. It'll be moving about a bit like the Blair Witch Project. So let's get on with it. Cables themselves, as you can see, there's 2 big fat cables there that are running along the top of there. They were actually against the skirting board, so the thickness of the skirting board was stopping them from actually sitting properly. The BVD Oche would normally sit against your skirting board and come out. The problem that I've got is at the bottom of these skirting boards there's a big lip, so I've had to cut all the skirting board out and sit it flush. Just one of them things. It measures right, it's absolutely correct, because obviously I wouldn't have it any other way. As you can see, the actual Oche mirrors and replicates the actual shirt. So there's the Ultimate Darts Coach shirt, and this is the Ultimate Dart Coach Oche. So let's have a little bit of a closer look at it. Stand that up a little bit now you've had a look at the shirt. As you can see, we've got the thing of the Union Jack. We come down then to the Dynamite David Llewellyn section of it, and the toe to the Oche, which obviously is my main saying. It's my like catchphrase, I suppose you could call it. Then we come down and we've got the Google logo there, because if you type in Dynamite Dave into Google, it just comes up. I come up with about the first 10 or 15 results. Then we come down to the social media actual emblems. So it's really nice. I like the way that he's done that, because he's got the Facebook, the Instagram, and the the Twitter logos. We've got next down there is one of my next most famous saying: you will only ever get out what you're prepared to put in, which is absolutely true in every walk of life. Everything that you do in life, you will only ever get out of your life what you're prepared to put in. Then what we do is we come down onto the traditional Dynamite Dave logo with a little bit of a twist. As you can see there, the little bit of a twist is, it actually says the Ultimate Darts Coach in the centre section instead of Dynamite Dave. And it's really nice. I like the way that he's done that. He's got the blue in it, and it's got darts coaching, and then it's got beginners to pros underneath, which I think Brian's done a fantastic job of that. As you can see coming down, we've got what I've got on all my shirts. As you can see, let me just fetch it up here. You can see on the side of my shirt there, that's the splintered dart board, and you can see it even more pronounced on there. So that has then been replicated onto there for me. And then we come down to here, let me get the shadow out of the way, and you can see the Dynamite Dave signature there, which is on the shirts. And then it comes down to the shot logo, which are my favourite darts of all time. As Matt from Finger Atomic Dart says, in virtually every one of his videos, it's artwork we get to throw. Then what we do is we come down to the bottom Union Jack, which is where your toe connects with the Oche. And obviously we've got there supplied by BVD Darts, so that's Brian's little bit of a advert on there. He's great. If he's happy with that, I'm over the moon with it. But as you can see, he's done a fantastic job of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn all the lights off. So we'll get the control panel, and you get one of these with your Oche, wherever she's gone. Here she is. You get a control panel, so you can then set the lights to whatever. If you want any particular one colour, you can do that. You can set them so as they flash, so as they pulse. You can turn the intensity of the light up and down. So if you're playing with just the Oche light on and your board surround light, you can dim the lights right down so as you just get a nice little glow off them. Right, so here we go. Let's turn the lights off and have a proper look at it. Oh, wrong one. Going the wrong way. Right, so here we go. Are we ready? And that's on alternate, so the lights change different colours and they sort of like pulsate round, as you can see, and I just think it looks absolutely fantastic. And then you can alter that to a fast pulse there, like that. So I suppose if you had your hockey down in your room and you were having a bit of a disco or something, you know, one of those personal discos that you have at when you've had a few beers, you're having a little bit of a dance around your dark room or your man shed, or you can go then down onto quite a nice, easy, pulsating light show. There's all sorts of things you can do with this. Brilliant. Now look at that. That's really nice, that now. See how it's glowing round and just swinging in and out nice and slowly. I think that looks fantastic. Anyway, that's your light show, and you can do all sorts of things. You can have it flashing, pulsating, strobing. There's 101, and you can have it on any fixed colour that you want. All the 4 lights. It's just absolutely amazing. So, just to finish off, what we'll do is we'll turn that off. There we go. Right, so that was a little bit of a tour around the BVD Oche. If you want a BVD Oche, get in touch with Brian. I'm not putting a price out for the simple reason is it all depends on what you want doing to it and how sophisticated you want it making. He makes them in-house and they're really good. I've slipped again a bit. I'm back up to about 17 stone. Right, so I'm 17 stone. I walk on this and it doesn't flex at all. It's absolutely bang on. So I'm a big lad. So yeah, so what we'll do now, I'll tell you what we'll do now, is let's have a chuck at it, shall we? What I'll do is I'll put the camera right out there and you can see me having a bit of a throw at it. So we'll do that, so let's go and do that right now. Right, so now what we've done is, you've had a quick look at the Oche with all the lights going and everything, and I'm going to get the pleasure of actually having a bit of a chuck at it. So, it's great this, I absolutely love it. And the great thing about having a raised Oche and all is you know for a fact you're exactly in the same place every time because it's impossible to stand too close. You connect with that Oche and you know you're in exactly the right place every time. And there's now stopping you getting Brian to put your marks on the end of it. So as part of your print, what you could have at the bottom of it is like a gauge. So you've got a centre gauge and then lines going outwards, and that gives you a good idea of the positioning that you're in. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. Like I say, really good Oche. If you want one, get in touch with BVD. And don't forget, lads and lasses, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. We'll see you in the next video, and so to the Oche. Just want to do a little bit of a plug for BVD Darts here. Just to say, Brian Van Doren, BVD Darts, you can get in touch with him through Facebook, Twitter, my YouTube channel. If you get in touch with me, I'll put you in touch with Brian, that's no problem whatsoever. He does everything for your darting life. All your darting needs can be catered for by BVD. He does everything from full sublimation shirts, like you can see what I've got on here, and obviously my shirts. This is the nice BVD one. And as you can see, really nice shirt, fantastic quality, as you can see. Really well made, and they fit fantastic for playing darts. They're nice like a Cool Max type material, so they're really good for playing in, and he does everything from that. Darts flights, stems, barrels, full dart sets. He does exchange darts as well, which is something that there's not very many people do, so he does exchange darts. So if you've got a set of darts you want to trade in for another set of darts, just get in touch with him, have a word with him, see if he can do it for you. And I'm sure he will if he can. He does standard printed dartboard surrounds, which you've seen, which are the same ones as I've got. You see in every one of my videos with the BVD logo and website on the bottom and Dynamite Dave on the top. He does them type of dartboard surrounds, but also now he does the full sublimation dartboard surrounds. And he also does everything from clocks, believe it or not, dart clocks, all sorts of hoodies, everything, you name it in your darting life and he does it. If you want your logo on a jacket, he'll put your logo on a jacket. He's just absolutely fantastic. There's absolutely nothing he can't do. He's brilliant. He does my printed flights for me. He's done mugs for me. As you can see here, we've got the Dynamite Dave mugs, which he's done for me, which are in association, as you can see, with BVD darts. So he's on the back, I'm on the front. So he does everything you can imagine in your darting life he can provide for you. The best thing that he does for my liking is the darts, and he's come out with some fantastic sets of darts that he's designed himself and he actually sells from the shop. This week I had 4 180s with this set of darts, which are the top of the range ones. These are the scarcities. I actually put them down as the veracities on Facebook, but it wasn't. I was actually playing with these yesterday. So these are the scarcities in gold. So those are the ones that I played with yesterday. I had 4 180s in a couple of hours. Loads of ton plus finishes, and I also wired a 161, which is my favourite outshot, and it only comes up every now and again. But it was really good. Just clip the wire and it just went into the 25 instead of the 50. What we've also got is, so those are my veracities, and those are in the gold. Are my veracities in standard, so we've got standard in them. We've also got, which are the steadies, as you can see, slightly shorter barrel and slightly wider space grips, but it's still got that nice cone on the front, so it fits in the grip really well. Cracking sets of darts, absolute over the moon with every set of darts that he's sent me. Has been really well balanced and really well made. I've got to say I'm absolutely gobsmacked with the quality of the stuff that he does. So don't forget, lads and lasses, you'll never get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. Don't forget to use Ireland's premier darts supplier and dart shop, which is BVD Darts. And till to the Oche.